Hey yo, what's up everyone? It's your boy Carl back at it again. New video, same grind, you already know. I hope y'all doing well on this Friday afternoon and ready to grind the art or sit back and relax while listening to this video. Before we jump into today's subject, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any of my videos where I talk about various topics related to the art grind and my art journey. Now that you have done all the engagement stuff, let's get started. So today, I'm making a big review of what I've done with my art in the past 12 weeks. As you probably know, I'm doing this personal art challenge called the Hyperbolic Art Grind Push. It's a challenge where I focus on a specific art skill that I want to level up. You can get more details about that in this video by clicking on the card on the top right of this video. Monday, June 3rd was the deadline of the Spring 2024 edition of this challenge, and now it's time to see if I improve or not. Also, after this part of the video, you will be able to see me setting up live the next edition of the challenge. So stay till the end of the video if you want to see how to do it and you can set up your own Hyperbolic Art Grind Push challenge. Alright, for the Hyperbolic Art Grind Push Spring 2024 edition, I focused on 4 skills, which I low-key kind of regret because I was spreading myself too thin and there were times I just wanted to focus on one thing only. The reason why I went with 4 skills to practice within a span of 12 weeks is because I wanted to be ready for a convention that I will attend this summer and make artworks that are not only marketable but also be able to make great illustration in general. The first skill that I decided to focus for this edition of the challenge are anatomy with a focus on the feet for the first few weeks, cartooning, perspective composition, and colors. In those 12 weeks, I was only able to practice 3 skills out of 4, though technically I did practice all of them. Coloring was the skill I barely did a session on, willingly sit down and be patient to study and practice it. Now I know better that working on 4 skills at the same time was not a good idea, and next time I will only focus on 1 or 2 skills. Now let's get down to the detail of what I did for each skills. Let's start with anatomy. So for anatomy, I wanted to complete my journey and study the last part of the body that I didn't tackle yet, which was the feet. So I did what I usually do and used my anatomy book and learned how to draw the feet from the bone structure to the tendons and the muscle that originates from the legs. I even did a video on it back in March when you can see me doing a feet study. Once I got comfortable with drawing the feet, it was time for me to learn how to draw the whole human body with all the muscles and the bones connected to each other. I had to do this because I only learned how to draw each body parts individually so far, and I honestly had no idea at the time how the upper body was connected to the lower body until I did the study. So once a week I did some realistic anatomy studies to just keep the info fresh in my mind whenever I was simplifying the human body. I can say with confidence now that my anatomy has gotten better since the beginning of the challenge, but there's still a lot of room for improvement. Which is why for the summer edition 2024 of this challenge, I decided to focus on that skill with another one to achieve a bigger goal. You will know more about it later on this video. For the second skill, cartooning. This one was the most important for me because it was a time for me to properly learn and know how I want to represent my anatomy in a simplistic aesthetic. Last year after my mentorship, I had a hard time to appreciate my art because I was too stubborn about anatomy and learning to draw things accurately to the point that every time I was doing a fan art, it was always coming out stiff or it wasn't appealing, so I started to develop a hate towards my art and a fear of doing fan arts. Luckily, later in that year, around the end of November, I finally understand what my mentor told me by prioritize the flow of a function, and this is how I finally understand that understanding how to draw in a cartoon aesthetic will help me get the appeal that I'm looking for in my art. So that's why in this challenge I decided to learn how to cartoon, which means learn to draw with shapes and forms, prioritizing the flow of the character design while using anatomy to make adjustment and not as a base for design. So before I start to focus studying on specific artist cartoon style, I decided to just draw multiple cartoon characters from different shows and really focus on drawing the shapes that were in front of me. Over time, I started to test myself and see if I can make my own cartoon characters, and they were still looking stiff, and I still had the bad habit of prioritizing the function over the flow. I kept going, and once I got a bit more comfortable with drawing with shapes, I started to focus on studying a specific artist's cartoon style and apply it in my own work. Something that I've realized when I was doing those daily practices is that the only differences between me and this artist is that their shapes and forms were clear and visible, while mine were ambiguous and lacked consistency because I wasn't sure about what I wanted with my aesthetic, even though I had something in mind about the final form of my art. Today, I'm somewhat able to draw with clear shapes and forms for a certain part of the body. I still need more practice, and this is the other skill that I will practice for the next edition of the challenge. And now, the final skill that I wanted to practice for this challenge, perspective/composition. This was the most important skill that I had to practice for the challenge since my goal was to get ready for convention and make artworks that will be marketable. Before this year, I rarely did full illustration with a storytelling or a setting where the characters is interacting with its environment. On the 1st of January, I told myself that I will start making illustration that I have to draw at minimum a character with a background. This was my first illustration of the year, and though it looks cool, the subject is not really interactive with the background, so it didn't really hit the mark with this one, but I still like it. I kept doing illustrations with backgrounds and even was willing to redo a whole finished illustration from scratch to make it even better, even if it's just a small adjustment. In the beginning of the challenge, I didn't have any special way to practice composition until I stumbled on a video by Tim McBurney, and wow, honestly, I felt dumb. I don't know why my two brain cells didn't realize this, but the best way to practice composition was something that I usually do at the beginning of every art pieces, which is thumbnailing. Except this time, I want to do a quick scuff sketch that had barely proper structure. I'll do the entire piece in a smaller version of the canvas and since it was small, it wasn't focused on the details but on the bigger picture. And once I found what composition I like more, I will just make the thumbnail bigger, start cleaning the lines and do the final touches to create the art piece. Doing this helped me create my best artwork from my entire art journey. And of course, I got help from another artist, which gave me a lot of feedback and was really patient with me. Those were all the skills that I was able to practice during this challenge. And like I said in the beginning of the video, coloring is the only skill that I didn't technically practice. Though there were some art pieces like this one that I really took the time to adjust the colors in a way that I will be satisfied with it, but I still trying to have a way of coloring that is popping and excite the eyes. I will eventually find out. So the verdict for this challenge, I honestly think that I made some good improvement in all the skills that I've practiced. I'm pretty sure I could make even more progress if I had decided to focus only on one or two skills. So this is why for the next challenge, I'm only focusing on anatomy and cartooning. So now, you will be watching me doing a live preparation of the Hyperbolic Art Grind Push challenge, which you can follow along with me if you want to create your own. I'll see you on the other side. Go. Alright. Yo YouTube, it's your boy Carl. We're back at it again for a new video. I've probably done something before that video. You know, I'll probably talk about the previous Hyperbolic Art Grind Push challenge. So I won't do a whole ass intro on this here. So right now I'm streaming on Twitch, and you can catch me on Twitch on every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. EST streaming. I do the art grind, work on my challenges, working on artworks, art prints, whatever. And also every Sundays around 4 p.m. EST, I play games now. This is a new part of the schedule. I don't usually stream on the weekend, but I wanted to add some gaming streams on my channel. So yeah, every Sundays around 4 p.m. EST, I stream some games. But anyway, so right now, like I said, I'm on stream right now, and I decided that it would be a good opportunity for me to prepare the next Hyperbolic Art Grind Push challenge that I'm gonna start next week. So by the time you guys watch this video, it's gonna be Friday around the afternoon, and today we are Monday morning doing this. So yeah, starting June 10th, I'm starting my Hyperbolic Art Grind Push Summer 2024 edition. And yeah, so I'm gonna prepare this board here, talk about the things I'm gonna focus, what I'm gonna do during the whole challenge, and yeah. And if you're interested, you can do the same thing as me to prepare your own Hyperbolic Art Grind Push challenge. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I made a video about it. I'll put the link somewhere in the description and also in the cards in the video or whatever, you know. All this editing, post-edited stuff, you know, you're gonna see it. So yeah, anyway, let's get started. So like I said, The challenge is gonna start on June 10th, 2024, meaning next week, and the deadline is gonna be on August 19th, 2024. So yeah, it's a 11-week challenge. It's supposed to be 12 weeks, but because of other life circumstances, I need to make it 11-week challenge because I'll go on vacation after the challenge, and I won't be able to proceed with it during the vacation. So it's gonna be an 11-week challenge. But usually I do it at 12. I do this for a 12-week challenge, and yes, so this is a deadline. My goal for this is to master, and yes, I said master character drawing, master character design, master cartooning, drawing simplified characters, whatever, just be really good at drawing humanoid characters. And the reason why I want to do this is just because every artist is specialized in something in their art career or in their art skills. Some artists are good at character drawing, some artists are good at props design, some artists are good at background, some artists are good at many things. And if I had to be a part of the industry or had to apply for a job, I want to apply for a job where I have to design characters or draw characters. And for that, I want to focus on mastering the skill of drawing good characters or character designs, cartooning characters in general. To test myself, the ultimate final test for this is gonna be me reviving one of my oldest OCs. I think that was my first OC ever that I ever made when I started to take art seriously. That would be my ultimate test to see how much I improve, how much better I am at character drawing. So first, before we jump into all that, we're gonna write all those things here. So like I said, start June 10th, deadline August 19th, and my goal, like I said, my goal is master character drawings, to-do list to master character drawing. All right, so first thing first, the most obvious one, and I know my big head is hiding the thing, so let me put this here and let me zoom in so you guys can see properly what I'm writing as well. Nice. Okay, now we clean. Now you guys can see properly. So right, so to-do list to master character drawing. So the most obvious thing, of course, anatomy, optimize knowledge. Why I'm precising optimize knowledge? Because I've done the hard part, which is acquiring the knowledge. So I studied every part of the body, to the bones, from the bones to the muscle parts, and it's ingrained in my head right now. So whenever I look at the human body, whenever I look at a reference, I can tell which muscle is where. I can pinpoint which muscle I can pinpoint the position of every muscle of the body. I might forget the name of some muscles here and there, but I know most of it. And now it's just an optimization of the knowledge that I have to do now, because the knowledge is there. I just need to know, just to keep it fresh in my brain. So whenever I'm gonna start stylizing, simplifying, cartoonizing the characters that I'm drawing, I will know what the heck I'm doing. I will know what I'm simplifying, because before I used to draw characters, and I'm pretty sure that's a case for most of artists, beginner artists, and most artists that didn't study anatomy, is that when you simplify the human body, yes, people told you, oh yeah, you just need to draw a cylinder, you just need to draw a box, a sphere, whatever, but when you draw those things, you don't know what you're simplifying. Like they told you, oh, draw a box for the torso. All right, you draw a box for the torso, but what is in the torso? Like, what is this? Like, what is that? Like, you don't know what those muscles are. Simplify the arm. Like, you don't know what the heck is this muscle here. You don't know what muscle is controlling your hand. Some people think they got muscles in their hand, but which is not the case. But all those things, all those question marks about the anatomy are not there anymore. Right now, it's just optimize my way how to draw them, and from there how to simplify them. So that's one of the main things that I need to do from now on. The second thing is learn to simplify the anatomy, of course, because I'm gonna draw in a cartooning way, in a cartoon style, with a blend of anime style in there. You know, a little bit of blending of anime style. But anyway, cartoon and anime is not. I'm not gonna say what I was about to say because I know I'm gonna get canceled. People's gonna burn me if I say that. But anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna have a blend of anime style a little bit, but it's gonna be more of a Western-ish cartoon. But you get it. And learn to separate the anatomy. The way I'm gonna do that is gonna be the same as my anatomy studies. The way I study anatomy studies, I study each part of the body individually, learn every muscles, every bone, and try to combine them with the whole body completely. And doing the same with the cartooning. I'm gonna learn every part of the body individually. Then after that, on a performance in a performance and illustration, I'm gonna combine all of that so I can see how well I can do, how well I learn how to simplify my anatomy. And for this learn to simplify the anatomy, I'm gonna say optimize as well, because I've really been doing this for the last Hyperbolic Art Grind Push, so it's nothing new to me. I've already done the work, so it's more optimization. Then I think that's pretty much it for the to-do list. Okay, how I'm gonna tackle this? So I want to put in my thing, in my board, the how I'm gonna do it. It's good to say what you want to do, but you have to know the how you're gonna do it. So how I'm going to tackle this. Yeah, I can't write for shit. All right. So first board. It's gonna be a note board, right? It's gonna be what is this thing called? Just duplicate this. Okay. Oh wait, my title just disappeared. Okay. So first is gonna be reviewing anatomy. Oh wait, no, that's not the same thing. Yeah, never mind. I need to make another one. It's the note thing. Yeah, and then from there I can make middle, bold, text, large heading. All right. Reviewing or just review anatomy. You know, there was a point of time I was thinking about making two OCs, one called Anna and the other one called Tommy, and the both of them together is called Anatomy. But yeah, that was a cringe idea, but I never did it. Anyway, let's get serious, shall we? And yeah, so reviewing anatomy. So since you guys can see it properly, right? Let me zoom in a bit more so you guys can see properly what I'm writing, because I know we pretty zoomed out here. Okay, since I already done most of the work last year and the past few months, I already have the knowledge of the entire body, the entire human body. So now it's just a question of, man, I can't write. Question of optimization and review the body parts that I'm struggling with. And getting better at proportions. So in order to do that, in order to do that, I have study sessions using the Stonehouse Anatomy book. It's right now, yeah, Stonehouses. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys on Twitch, you already know I always talk about this book, and you guys on YouTube, if you haven't watched my video about my the anatomy journey thing, I recommend this book to study. By the way, not sponsored. I'm not sponsored, so yeah. I recommend this anatomy book called the Stonehouse Anatomy. It's pretty pricey, but it's a good investment for your art career if you take art seriously. You know, if you want to make a living with your art or make a career with your art. It goes over every muscles, every bone of the body, and yeah, I've been using this since last year and it helps me a lot. It helped me a lot, and still help me till this day when I'm drawing human characters, and yeah. So yeah, using the Stonehouse Anatomy book. So I still have to study sessions using the Stonehouse Anatomy book and review every body parts individually. And then combine them together by doing a performance practice, meaning small projects or big ones. Print whole ass composition piece etc. All right, so this is how we're gonna tackle the first skill in order to get better at to master character drawing. And let's zoom in so you can see what the heck I'm writing. Okay, like the previous challenge, I'm going to keep practicing cartoonizing. Is that even a word, cartoonizing? I'm pretty sure I'm making that up. Anyway, I'm gonna keep practicing cartoonizing. I'm going to keep practice cartoonizing. Different body part and use certain artists as an inspiration, not as an inspiration, as inspiration to build my cartoon DNA aesthetic style. Along the way. So yeah, one thing that I really put emphasis on when I was explaining how you can set up your own Hyperbolic Art Grind Push challenge is I told you guys to really focus on fundamental skills. Don't focus on aesthetic and styles yet, especially if you're just big in especially if you know you never practice your fundamental skills. As for me, you know, the reason why I'm allowing myself to do that is because in this challenge I'm doing, I'm practicing the fundamental skills, which is anatomy, and I'm using anatomy to practice my cartooning skills, if it makes sense. So I'm not focusing on style only. I'm focusing on the fundamental skill, and I'm combining it with another skill that's not a fundamental. This is something that will come up later in your art career when you really got your skills, your foundation solid, you know. So yeah, and since my anatomy skills, you know, is something that I've been working on for an entire year now, and 1 year and 6 months now,
and actually just 1 year. What I'm saying here, and for the entire year. Never mind. Yeah, I've been practicing this for the entire year. I got a pretty good grasp of it, so I allow myself to go a bit more to the fun stuff with the stylization. But in your case, I advise you to really just focus on fundamental skills. Don't focus on style yet. I can just copy paste this. So okay. So we won't use all those artists here. Oh, yeah, I always forget that I got a big head on stream. Okay. No thanks. So we're gonna. Oh shit! Didn't mean to do this. So those were the artists that were inspiring me back then. They still inspire me, of course, for different skills. But yeah, we're gonna focus on a couple artists only. Okay. So first artist is gonna be Tetsuya Nomura. Always him. So usually I put a link of where you can find the artwork, but I don't have a specific link for him. So I made a folder on my computer to where I put all his artworks. I'm actually gonna show you guys this. My art journey, artistic inspiration, Tetsuya Nomura. So, and specifically the style of Neo the Ones with You. What I like about this style specifically is the shape language, the line work, and yeah, that's it. Line work, shape language. I like the coloring as well, but the way I want to color is more Nintendo like. So I won't focus on colors on that. But yeah, it's more the shape language and the bold line work that. Honestly, line work, I'm pretty good with that. I can't always optimize it, but I'm good with it. I'm not going to stress about this skill yet, but really focus on the shape language for the cartooning style. So yeah, Tetsuya Nomura is my guy. He's my man. Yeah. So I got a folder for that, so I won't be able to put a link to where I can find his artwork. So for the link, let's put no link, just like see. And I don't know why it's all the same here. How do you change the color of the text? Ah, okay. Like this. Alright, next we're gonna have Color Reaper. So he's the main artist that I've used for the previous challenge when it comes to learn how to cartoonize my characters. And I'm gonna be honest, his style is starting to be like you can see a bit of his style in my own work now. It's starting to show a little bit because I've been studying his work for so long. And yeah, for him I got a link. We got a linky. This is the official website, but I'm gonna put his Instagram because there's more Instagram. And yeah, by the way, this board or this whatever you call this is gonna be available for everyone to see, not to modify, because why you will modify my challenge to your own challenge, duh. But yeah, it's gonna be available to see for everyone in the Discord channel, and I'm gonna put it also in the link of the YouTube video that I'm gonna upload this Friday. So if you want to see it, just click the link in the description, or you can join the Discord as well. So let me put the link. Change the color. Orange. And yeah, that's good. And yeah, I think those are the two people only that I'm gonna focus on when it comes to the aesthetic. So Color Reaper, I really like his just his cartooning skill in general, you know, like the way he draws characters. Especially when it comes to the shape. Well, I like the shape language, like Tetsuya Nomura, because it's close to what I want when it comes to the angular, sharp shape language. Really like those. So I'm gonna learn about him. Study study more about his work, his aesthetic and stuff. Like I said, a bit of his style is starting to rub in my own style right now. It's starting to blend in. And yeah, man, I really like the way he colors as well. But colors ain't my priority now. So those are the two artists I'm just gonna focus on for this challenge. And what I like to do as well is to put their work, some of their work in the board. We're gonna bring some images of that. So those are the works of the artists, of the two artists that I'm gonna study for this challenge. So here we got some Tetsuya Nomura's artwork. So people who know Tetsuya Nomura might know him more for the games of Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, more than the world is with you. But for me, the world is with you is my favorite art style from Tetsuya Nomura's, and it's really close to what I envisioned for my final form of my aesthetic, of the way I want to draw my characters, the way I want to simplify characters. And Color Reapers is, the Western version of what I like, the Western version of Tetsuya Nomura for me, like the way he simplifies characters, the way he uses shape language, all this stuff. And yeah, so I'm gonna use the two artists to as a source of inspiration, as a base foundation on how I want to simplify my anatomy, the way I want to draw my characters, and all this stuff. So yeah, all right. At the end of every week on Sunday, make a self-analysis of the work and progress that has been done so far. If I'm in progress, ask myself why and how I did it. Take notes on that so I can consciously do the same thing the next week. And if I didn't make any progress, ask myself why, and look at the main problems. And once the problem is found, next week aim to be 5% better, not 100%. Perfection is a myth. I strive for constant improvement. We not aiming for perfection. Though I said I want to master the skill. For me, mastering is really like having, like, how can I say this? Mastering, for me, I will say I master the skill when I'll be able to draw my characters to a point that errors are really minimal. Like, there might be some errors here and there, but you really have to be picky about it. Like, not errors to the point like, oh, I can tell that you don't know how to draw a torso. I can tell you don't know how to draw a head. I can tell you don't know how to draw hands. Like, no, those are fundamental errors. The type of errors that I will make are errors that, if you really want to be picky about it, meaning be perfect. So this is the type of mastering I'm talking about. And like I said, I feel like by the end of by week 11, by the last week, I will be close to mastery or even master the skill. I'll believe myself like that because I've seen the potential in the previous challenge. And yes, so yeah, that's it for the YouTube video. So yeah, I finished my board. So like I said, you guys can find it in the description. It will be available to see for everyone, and also it will be available in my Discord. So people in the chat watching me on Twitch right now, if you're already in the Discord, you will find it as soon as the Twitch is done. And for the people that's watching me on YouTube right now, the link is in the description. And like I said, you can find me on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. EST, and every Sunday around 4 p.m. EST I'm doing game streams. But mostly we do art grinding. We are doing the grind, trying to get good at the art so we can draw like our favorite artists. So yeah, I will let you guys go. Have a nice weekend. Like I always, keep grinding, take some break, and don't slack. And yeah, all right, peace.